If you ain't trying to get a bag, then dip. Cause see, I ain't got time for a wimp. I want a real who gon' stick with me. I want some real who gon' pimp with me. If you ain't trying to get a bag, then dip. Cause see, I ain't got time for a wimp. I wanna.
Hello world, it's your girl IamBreeZe B-R-E-E-Z-E, Breeze with an E, not a Y, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so as you guys can tell by the title, oh, if you're new here, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know every time I post a video. Also, you can follow me on all social medias. It'll be in the description box below: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Clearly you're already here. If you're watching, you know, follow me on all social medias, yeah, so that you know what's really tea, okay? Because you know, one platform don't get everything, so y'all gotta see how I really be living life out here. Anyway, so if you can tell by the title, I'll be doing a relationship advice, dating while young, dating while black, things like that. Just kind of chit-chatting with you guys about my experiences with relationships and what it really looks like, what's really tea. So hold on, y'all. Okay, you know I got OCD. It's the lack of cohesion. Anywho, so I did not take any notes, so this is gonna be a free, open, you know, kind of video. I probably should have took some notes so I know where to lead y'all, but I guess we could just talk about it, right? So for those of you who don't know, I'm a 22-year-old young woman. I have no kids. I live with my parents currently. I'm the middle sibling of two other sisters. I have a younger sister, older sister. What else about me that'll help kind of put together a profile for y'all on who I am, and you know, kind of how dating goes for me. Just kind of giving y'all a little insight on who I am. I'm a Scorpio, which that has a little bit to do with it if you believe in horoscopes, but you know, I take what I want to take from it. That's just do what you please, okay? Let's see, what else about me? I haven't been in that many relationships. I've only been in 3 relationships in my entire life, which I don't feel like it's, you know, a lot. I'm only 22. I started dating after I graduated high school, so I didn't start dating until I was 18. And to be honest with y'all, like when I tell people that hey, I didn't start dating until I was 18, they were like, oh my god, you didn't date till you were 18. You know, like, were your parents that strict? I don't even know what it would have looked like if I had asked them, you know, because I never did. Like, when I was in high school, I was focused. Like, okay, I was focused on trying to make sure that when I hit 21, I was rich, you know. And so I never, like, I'm not gonna say I didn't find people attractive, but I just didn't care to date or be in a relationship, none of that. So I never really even, I don't waste the water, y'all. I never really even posed the question to my parents, hey, can I date? Hey, can I go out with this person? Until I was 18 years old. And by the time I was 18, it was kind of like awkward. I didn't really ask. I kind of just went, because I mean, I was trying to figure out what was like being grown. So I was like, I don't think I have to ask them this. This will be weird. Anyway, somebody's texting me. They don't have to wait, y'all. So I didn't really ask, because I was 18 at that point. I had my own car, so I didn't really need, you know, I had my own job, so I ain't need nothing to be asking. So I didn't start, like I said, dating until I was 18. Now, that is not to say that I didn't have experience with guys. I have had an experience with guys. One guy in particular who had been in my life for about 10 years. We grew up together. But I'm not gonna get into that, because baby, that's a whole story time, and I'm just not quite sure if I'm ready yet to go down that entire path, because it's a entire story. It was a lot. But so, anywho, what I have learned is at 22, you need to know your love language, right? And I feel like that's something that particularly should start in the home. Like before even dating. Like if I have some people who watch my channel who are under 18, and I know some people might think it sounds crazy, some parents might think it sounds crazy, but I think it's up to the parents in your family and your household to start to learn how to love properly and show love properly, because everybody does not receive love the same and everybody doesn't like to give love the same, right? So first thing is, I say learning your love language. Okay, I think that's something very important and very keen to being a compassionate person and reciprocating love. So even in the household, I feel like, you know, you, your parents, your entire family should do like a love language test. Like figure out what is your type of love language. What do you like to receive? How do you like to receive love? And also, how do you like to give love? Because for instance, me personally, my forms of love language, I love quality time, and I also like reassurance. So I guess you could say words of affirmation, and to an extent I feel like the reassurance comes from a couple things, like me needing that. It comes from being around some toxic people who are, I guess, either playing me or indecisive or whatever the case may be. And so I have just grown. That is a love language that grew. That's not, I don't think that's my original love language, reassurance, but it's grown to that now. Because I feel like I would need reassurance if somebody is just always showing me. But to have had people in my life who are flip-floppy, who are indecisive, who are back and forth, who aren't sure in what they want from me, has grown to where now in love, and in any relationship, I need reassurance. So there's that. But I definitely love some quality time and reassurance or words of affirmation. I think those are my main two forms of love language that I like to receive. Now, how I give love, I like to give love in acts of service as well as gifts. I'm a giver. Now, with that being said, I think it's important for your partner or whoever is in your life, whether it's your parent or whomever, they need to know that, okay, to get to me, to show me that you love me, for me personally, you need to give me some quality time, spend some time with me, right? But you also need to reassure me that you love me, that you're proud of me, that, you know, those things. That's what I need, because the reassurance, that's the affirmations. I need those things, okay? It's how it works for me, for my love. But your partner or your, you know, family also need to know, okay, she is a giver. She is a acts of service type of gal. And so even if that is not that person's receiving love language, if they know this is your giving love language, they can be a little bit more appreciative when you do those things, right? But also keep in mind, you need to learn what their receiving gift is. So for instance, like I'll say one of the relationships that I was in, I'll give y'all two aspects: relationships and then family relationships, or platonic, whatever you want to call it. So one of my romantic relationships that I was in, he was a words of affirmation and physical touch type of guy. I'm not so physically, like, I'm not really like mushy, touchy, feely type of person. Like, I ain't like that. I wasn't like hug me all the time. I wasn't like that. Like, you know, I guess I'm a little weird, but that just wasn't like me. Like, I'm not gonna hold your hand. It was weird. It was like, it's not weird, it's just, it's not my love language. Like, it's not something I would just do, right? But I had to learn him. And so he was that type of person. Now with words of affirmation, it was a little different for me because I like words of affirmation and he also likes words of affirmation. And so that was easy for us to give and take that from each other because that was both of ours love language. Even though there was not either of ours giving. Does that make sense? Like neither of one of us really shows love in words of affirmation, but we like to receive words of affirmation. But being that we both like to receive it, it just kind of became easy to dish it out and take it in, like go back and forth with it. Now with the physical touch thing, it was a little bit much for me because physical touch is, I don't know what it is about it. I don't like it. Like I ain't gonna say I don't like it. It's just not something that I do. Like I guess I'm more of a private person. Like I don't really do. I'm not keen on like PDA or nothing like that. Like take me home, love. I'm not finna do all that. Like I'm not gonna kiss you in public or make out with you. I'll kiss you, but I ain't gonna make out with you in public. Like I'll hold your hand, but it's really not my thing. Like you know, like just too much PDA. I ain't really into that like that in public. Like I'm private, we can do what we want to do. But yeah, but he was definitely like a physical touch, like romantic type of guy. Like he want to hold my hand, we're walking around the mall. Like I don't know, it was just a lot for me. It was different. I ain't gonna say a lot. It was different, and I'll actually tell you guys, I kind of grew to like it from him. It gave me like gentleman. Like it allowed me to be in my femininity, to be quite honest with you. And I guess I had been in relationships prior that weren't so touchy-feely that I never knew that I liked touchy-feely. Like I didn't know I liked physical touch. And I kind of grew to like it and was able to give that to him. Like it just made me feel real soft and in my soft girl era and real girly, and like he's the man and that he loves me, and he, you know, it showed me that it kind of physical touch, or his form of physical touch and PDA showed me that like he wanted to show me off, like, you know, and I kind of grew to like that. It was cool. And then on the parents side, right, of, you know, taking and giving your love languages, so like I'm trying to see what family member I want to use because my parents is crazy. Not really, but like my dad, we're a lot alike. Like he likes words of affirmation. I'm trying to use somebody else. And I don't know what else he like. I definitely know that my dad likes words of affirmation. My mom, I don't know. I know what she don't like, but I don't know what her actual love language is. Baby child, I don't know. So my little sister, let me think, what would she be? My little sister, I was gonna say quality time, but she really don't. Like, we're gonna have to redo our test because I don't remember, child. I don't remember, y'all. I have no hard time remembering. So I guess I could do my little sister. So like my little sister, I don't know how to like what category this would go in, but she likes conversation. I'm not gonna say per se words of affirmation, but she like to talk. So I guess quality time. But she really don't like being around nobody. She like to be by herself. But she likes to talk. And she talks fast and a lot and about stuff I don't know nothing about. So when she get to talking, I get irritated. But I have to remember this is her form of bonding, and you know, it excites her and things like that. So that's something that me and her have been talking about, like figuring out how we can show and give love to each other as siblings, because we ain't been doing too good. Like we don't have a bad relationship, me and my little sister, but like we just don't really know how to, we're completely different people, so we don't really know how to, I guess, be, or we don't have much in common. So it'd be like, hey girl, I love you because you're my sister, but like as a person, I can't really say that we got anything in common, right? So we've been working on that. We do know that we both love to read, so I guess we do have some quality time in a mix of our relationship. Like we like certain shows to watch together, we like to read together, and we like to learn or work together, I guess. Like me and my little sister body double a lot. Like when I can't focus or get something done, or when she can't, I go in her room, she'll come in my room, and we don't have to talk. We'll just be in the room with each other and work. She's like my accountability partner. So I guess that would be some form of quality time. Now in that, right, we can give that to each other. But I don't know how she shows love. I can't even tell you. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But definitely, y'all, is, learning your love language, what you like, and learning what the other people around you like to receive. And then also just making sure you let them know that, hey, I understand that you like to, like, for instance, I like to give extra service and affirmations and stuff like that. Like, understand, like, okay, in my relationship, he liked quality time and physical touch. Like, I had to express to him, okay, look, physical touch, it's a little different for me. Like, that's not really what I'm used to. And I like to give quality time, and I like to give acts of service. And so I'm going to work on the physical touch, but know when I do these things that I'm trying to show you love. And once you tell that person that, they'll be more understanding, more appreciative when you do those things, as to where you could just be giving all these acts of service and things, and you think they should be on top of the world, and they like, why are you doing it? Because it's not what they want. Right? So if you let them know, they'll be more appreciative. Be like, oh, I know you're trying. Thank you. Because I know that this is what you know to do. And you're working on learning what I like to do. So there's that. So that's definitely number one, is learning your love language, or learning how you like to give, expressing to your people how you like to give, how you like to receive, and then also taking in what they like to receive and what they like to give, vice versa. So that's one. Some more, like, dating, because we're in dating. Let's get back to that. Dating advice. Be whole first. Be whole. Like, don't get to dating when you got, past. I'm not gonna say past trauma. I'll say, don't get in a relationship when you're not healed from a previous relationship. That's a very dangerous game. That leads to insecurity. That leads to, just so much. It can lead to some trauma in a new relationship that you didn't have to handle trauma in if you just waited. Another thing I would say, when it comes to dating, I don't know, for like me, dating for me is not the easiest. I am very much I guess you could say, alpha woman, or I, on a day-to-day basis, live in my masculine, because that's just what I guess I know. Like, I guess I don't have many examples of femininity in relationships in my life. I just don't. I don't. My sister's kind of a hard ass, on guys. Mom's kind of a hard ass, so I've never really seen, like, soft, you know. But I want that. I've had that experience once with the guy I was just telling y'all about, who liked physical touch. That was the one time where I felt like a complete woman. Like, I felt complete in my femininity. Like, I didn't have to be hard. I didn't have to be concerned. I could just, like, he took everything, like everything, and I loved it. So I have experienced that before, and now I crave that. Like, I want that. But I've also learned that it is a give and take in a relationship. But I don't know, for me, I'm 22, y'all, and I have a lot of my stuff together in my life. Like, I'm pretty accomplished, I would like to think, for a 22-year-old. Definitely more to go though. Don't get it twisted. Definitely more to go. But like I said, I'm pretty accomplished and I have a lot of things together in my life. And most guys, I ain't gonna say men or boys because they somewhere in me, but most guys in my age range seem to be intimidated or feel threatened by the status or where I am in my life, by like my accomplishments or what I drive or how much money I make. They seem to be threatened by that, and it's very much annoying. They're threatened, they're insecure, I don't know, I just think it's stupid. And so dating for me is, like I said, very difficult, especially with guys my age, because they feel that way once they figure out, okay, what I do, and how I make money, the things I've accomplished. And then I'll get the what's their favorite line? I'm not ready for you yet. I gotta go get my shit together. And that, like, I've heard that line so many times, and it's so annoying and it's so irritating, because it's like, do y'all not understand this is what the relationship is for you to benefit from one another, for you to grow together? Like, you don't have to have it all together when you're with me. Or I say prior to, because now I feel a little bit, my mindset is just a little different, just based on my experiences. But prior to, I was the girl, like, I'm gonna help my man get it together. Like, I got a 700 credit score, let me help you out, love. Like, I can show you how to get where I am. Yeah, I'm 22 and I drive around in a BMW. I can show you how I got that. Like, I didn't mind educating my man for him to do better. And that's how I was prior to. But a lot of guys are like, nah, I'm not that here. Nah, I ain't doing it with her. Like, she on another level. And it's like, y'all didn't understand that y'all was supposed to grow with me. Crazy. So yeah, I dealt with that a lot. And so what that did is lead me to date older. Not in a sense of, not in anything to do with maturity or just because I like older guys. I mean, I don't have an issue with it, but those weren't my reasons. My reason was because most younger guys that I've talked to were seemingly not prepared for me. They felt like I had too much together or whatever the case. And I was like, okay, well, clearly, if I'm gonna date and it's gonna continue to be dating and working out, I gotta date somebody who may have just a little bit more than me, or at least on the same level as me. Because if I date someone who doesn't, they're gonna, at some point, not want it. They're gonna feel some type of way. And that comes to my next thing, like competing. And that's what I felt like that was. Like, a lot of men that have tried to talk to me seemingly try to compete with me. And that's given very much girl. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, there was a guy that I was talking to, and I had, prior to my BMW, I got me a little, just so y'all know, I had got me a little rinky dink. I had a little Buick, my nice little Buick, and I was riding around and getting in the car, okay? And I leveled up quick because I know how to save my money, I know how to budget, I know how to do credit, and I got my BMW, and he was riding around in a Chrysler, and he felt some type of way. I ain't care, because before, he had a car before I had a car, I think. I can't remember. No, I had my Buick first, but then he got a car, right? And it was like, yay, congratulations to us both, love. And then I got a BMW, and he was like, right? And then it started getting weird, because I started getting a little more money. And it was just, I could see it changing. Like, he was always like, well, I'm finna get this and I'm finna do that. And I don't know, it just felt like competition, and I very much didn't like that. So, but I do experience that with a lot of guys. They try to compete with me based off what I have, and I ain't got that in me. I don't want to do that. And so, like I said, with those few experiences, it's led me to date a little bit older. Just because, and I'm not saying at all that there aren't younger guys who have it together, that there aren't younger guys in my age range who, aren't on the same level as me or even have more than me. I'm not saying it, because I know they're out there. I just unfortunately have not stumbled upon them. Okay, so that has just led me to kind of date older, because older men typically, and I ain't saying old, y'all, just older. I'm 22, so I'm just saying older men typically have a little bit more together, to where either they have more than me or they are on the same level as me. And that has seemed to be okay. But I have had, like I said, that one relationship where I felt complete in my femininity, and I am craving for that again. Sucks that relationship didn't, work out. Like, he got to a point at some point where he was like, yeah, I gotta go get my shit together for you. So we didn't end in any bad type of way. It was really sucky. He was just like, yeah, no. And yeah, but he was a good guy. But I'm looking for that again. I'm looking for that feeling. I'm looking for that feeling, a guy to make me feel loved, and an environment where I can be soft and be in my femininity, and not have to be masculine and on guard, and have to protect myself, to be so strong. Like, I don't want to have to be that all the time. That's too much weight to bear for me, baby. I don't want that. And I don't plan on getting into any relationship until I feel complete in my femininity with that person, around that person, in their environment. So, and I'll tell y'all this, dating older ain't got nothing to do with mentality, because they be stupid too. I'm just saying, older guys be slow too. Like, they ain't always there either. So maturity does not come with age. It doesn't. But again, that wasn't what I was looking for either, was maturity, to be quite honest. I was just looking for somebody to have a little bit more together, so they don't feel like they was competing with me, because I noticed that was an issue. So I was trying to find that. And I have still yet to find that. I don't know, dating just really sucked for me, to be quite honest. I don't really like it. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because I like dating, but I just be prepared at some point that it ain't gonna go nowhere else with that, so I don't really know, like, what else to say. That's really, like, my experience with dating. That's what it looks like for me, what it looks like to date as a young, successful, I ain't gonna say, don't take successful too far, because I had somebody do that the other day. But this is kind of what it looks like being me, dating, being a young Black woman who's getting her and got some of her together. This is what it looks like. And yeah, so it kind of sucky, so those are just my top things to close out the video. Make sure you know your forms of love language, how you like to receive and give. Make sure your person knows your forms of love language, how you like to receive and give, and vice versa. Learn theirs. Don't be competing with anybody. Don't compete in your relationship. Make sure your guy is not competing with you. Find someone who doesn't have any insecurities, like whether that's, looks, trust, finances, things like that, because they can be insecure from you, not even another person. Okay. Try, to my ladies, like, find you a guy or relationship in an environment where you can be in your femininity. I want everybody to feel that. It feels so good. It's a feeling I can't really describe. I've only had it once, like I said, and it is like mind-blowing. It feels like falling in love. I don't know nothing about all that, but that's what it felt like. It was such a relaxed and soft environment for me that, like, I couldn't do nothing but look at dude with googly eyes, because it's like, oh my God, you got me feeling like I'm on top of the world. Like, I can just relax, I can be soft, I can be girly, I don't have to worry, I feel protected, I feel loved. Like, it just feels like amazing. So find that environment and ride it till the wheels fall off, sis, because it's an amazing feeling. What else could I say in a relationship? Learn to be submissive. That's what I'm gonna say for sure. Because me, like I said, I'm an alpha woman, very much head driven, especially in business. And I do think a lot of men see that in me, is that they see the alpha or that masculinity because they see me all the time first in business. That's where I meet a lot of guys when I'm working. And when I am in a work environment, I'm fully in my masculine. Yeah, for sure. I'm fully in alpha mode. Like I run, like, you know, and a lot of, like, just learn to submit. That's all I can say. But submit to the right person, you know, like submit to someone who can allow you that environment to be submissive. Same thing about the whole soft and feminine. That's what I mean. But you do have to learn to be submissive. Let your man lead. Let him, you know, call some shots, things like that. What else can I say in dating? And in dating, I'll just say date. Like, date, y'all. Date. Go out here, meet new people, have new experiences. Date. Like I said, I've been on quite a few dates, but I've only been in 3 relationships. Really, I only claim 2 of them, to be honest. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story time about all my relationships. So yeah, like, those are my top things about dating or being in, you know, relationships. Yeah, date for sure. Go out here, have fun. Let the guy take you out on a date, baby. Let the man take you out. Let the boy take you out. Go out. And I will say, for me, I really don't date as much anymore. I ain't dating a lot then, but I don't date as much anymore because I have a fear of wasting my time. And that's a good and a bad thing, because it's a bad thing because if I'm not too intrigued in the conversation with a person prior to, we're not going on a date, because I feel like you're gonna waste my time because I don't even like talking to you, you know. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So y'all comment in the comment section below. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it, you know, opened your mind up to some things. I hope this is a conversation starter. I hope that, you know, somebody can take something from this. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in and watching and chit-chatting with me about dating, you know, and being in relationships. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I post a video. So like, share, comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe, comment, like, share, comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe.
If you ain't trying to get a bag, then dip. Cause see, I ain't got